So throughout my lifetime, I had a lot of things stole on me. Whether or not the situation in question happened by sheer fucking dumb luck, or I do something stupid which I later regret, these are one of the many crazy situations I wind up getting into. And by sheer circumstances alone, I feel like the story is worthy for me to tell you guys on this channel. So anyways, I'm not here to fuck spiders, let's just get right into the fucking video. So anyways, the story started off in 2019, back when I was studying in the old location for St. Clair School, back when my school was located in that abandoned fire station. So it was a rocky start at first, but I eventually got myself a friend group within my class. So during that point in time, I was invited to a get-together by my ex-girlfriend, and we're gonna call her Rad in the video. So yeah, Rad invites me, Collabs, and some other people within my friend group to this get-together. The get-together was hosted in no other than Pulau Belakang Mati, Sentosa. Which, if you guys know me, yeah, I'm obviously down. I'm in Pulau Belakang Mati, one of the most haunted fucking places in Singapore. Fucking oath, cunt, sign me the fuck up. So during the day of the get-together, I immediately leapt out of bed, flew into my fucking clothes, grabbed any snack I needed to get, and just ran out of the house straight to the bus stop. So my friend group and I eventually rendezvoused with my ex-girlfriend at which from there we made our way to the beach. We then proceeded to get changed into our swimming suit and we just kicked back. Basically, nearly everybody in that friend group decided to just do what school hooligans do, just fucked around in the fucking ocean. The only one that really didn't get into the water was Prashant. Yeah, I'm gonna say his first name, I'm gonna spare him his last name. He has something called eczema, which is really debilitating in this situation, which means he can't get into any body of water that isn't completely fresh. So he had to wait for us on dry land. So I decided to screw around with my friends by pretending I was getting dragged into the water by a bunch of sharks. I mean, reenacting the scene from Jaws. And given that most of us actually enjoy watching horror movies, my friends already got the reference. So there was this other girl within the friend group, and I'll call her Carrie. So Carrie's Pinoy, and she likes horror movies. So when she got the reference, she actually said, "Okay, bro, chill out, alright? I like what you're doing. It's very convincing. The lifeguards are gonna notice, and they don't really have that same sense of humor we do. For the sake of the lifeguards' trust in reality, I had to stop doing that, but honestly, I took that whole statement as a compliment, just a testament to my natural talent of acting. So I decided to scare Cool Ebbs because honestly, he was a victim when it comes to this type of stuff. Yeah, I told him that there was like several venomous animals. There were stonefish, there were cubozoans, there were basically stingrays. Again, I was able to pluck certain aspects from warning signs I've seen across the beach and use it to scare the absolute fucking shit out of Cool Ebbs. It was absolutely glorious, 100% recommend. So in the middle of me terrorizing Kulebs verbally, we were then called out of the water for lunch. To be honest, I was hungry as all fucking hell, so I just decided, yeah, why not leave the water anyways? I'm fucking starving. Obviously, in any get-together, the most appropriate main course to order would be pizza, so that's what we did. But we still have to order our drinks, right? So Ebbs decided to ask me if I want alcohol, which I said yes to that because fucking why not? I mean, it's not like I was old enough to drink that shit yet, but I just did it anyways because I was rebellious, and of course, it's a fucking playdate. So Kulebs ended up ordering, I think it was gin or some other type of alcohol, but anyways, he ordered 1 cup for us to all share. Not the first time I drank underage in Singapore, especially in public, but honestly, that's besides the point. The point is I was hanging out with my friend group and that's all that matters. So anyways, we just started talking about random stuff, waiting for the pizza to arrive. So eventually the waiters arrived and served us the pizza, and holy fuck, that was the best beachside pizza I had in years. You know what I mean? Autentico Italia. So we finished the pizza and we went straight to getting on a banana boat. Not only did we have the time of our lives on that fucking boat, but the banana boat itself revealed a lot of things I did not really know about my friends. For example, the fact that literally every single person in my class has the potential to swear. I mean, for Carrie, yeah, I knew she had it in her, no sexual innuendo intended, but Rad? Either way, I was just glad to be able to swear without any repercussions. So anyways, the boat ride ended, at least for us, that is. So we just got on the shore, watched the other group scream their asses off, and or swearing. It was fucking glorious, by the way. So yeah, once our turn finished, we just got out of the beach and we head back to the changing rooms. We got back to our clothes and then we proceeded to do that activity I was talking about with Rad's parents. Now, if you guys been to Sentosa, you'll definitely know what I'm talking about, but we essentially went to this area called Skyline Luge. Obviously, Prashant backed out of it. He was like, oh hell no, I'm not doing this shit. So Rad's dad dad got the tickets and we were able to get into line. We got some helmets and basically we were set for a pretty fun time. Oh, but it's trick one thing we're talking about. Where has anything I've ever done ever go to plan? So yeah, this is where the story picks up, if you can tell with the tone of my voice. So yeah, I got on the gondola. I specifically remember it was gondola 15. Naturally, Carrie and Kulebs were on the same gondola I was. So whatever happens is a guaranteed sure hit effect. So we got on the gondola and then the staff strapped us in, so we were all set to go. So the gondola climbs up several feet and then suddenly stalled. So we were just midair. So literally everybody in my gondola just stared at each other and we were going, oh fuck. Yeah, we were basically shitting bricks. So naturally it was all a matter of passing the time. So what I did to pass the time was basically just make a joke about the situation. Carrie was a voice of reason. She did laugh nervously and make a few jokes, but she was relatively calm about the situation. Kulebs, however, took a whole nother turn and had a fucking panic attack. I mean, he was so freaked out. Just by looking at his eyes, you could tell that his life was flashing right before him. So, Kulebs and Carrie basically just asked me, how the fuck did we end up in this? And I was like, I have no fucking idea. I mean, when you're around me, shit happens. You just have to accept it at this point. So, I forgot to mention Jake, who is another friend I had in the group. So, Jake and Rad was in the gondola behind me, so I kept turning back because I was concerned with their safety, and also because, you know, I mean, the ordeal lasted about 45 minutes. I mean, it felt like an eternity for us, but yeah, that's besides the point. Anyways, the gondolas began moving again. So relieved, both Carrie and I started talking about the situation, trying to process of what we just been through. Meanwhile, Kolas was basically sitting there, curled to a ball, hands on his face, just contemplating life. So we made it to the end of the gondola ride, and we got off our gondolas, just thanking fuck that we didn't die during that point in time. And so, with a heavy heart, we regrouped with Jake and Rad, and we made our way to the checkpoint, which is really the souvenir shop. Oh, did I mention that these attractions just so happens to be the ones that actually secretly takes a photo of you during those attractions? And would you believe it or not, they got the photos of me and my friend group just losing absolute hope when those gondolas stalled. Every single last detail in 4K. So Rad's father saw us admiring the photos and decided why not buy the photos, his treat, and basically we got a physical reminder of the incident. I mean, I saw that as an absolute win. I saw that as a cup of beer after a near-death situation. And besides, that pretty much got my work cut out for me for the thumbnail department. So yeah, I'm pretty grateful for that. So we made our way to the tracks and we started talking about the whole situation that happened earlier. Yeah, it was still fresh in our minds. So eventually we reached the track, so we got on the go-karts and we just sped down the hill. This wasn't the first time I was on the luge. I actually been on it with my dad. But since I was with my friends and I was a competitive motherfucker by default, I decided to go full speed down the hill, flying past everybody, all except Jake. So Jake basically pulled the brakes in front of me, so I was like, Jake, get the fuck out of the way! Unfortunately, it was too late, so both of our carts basically collided with one another, and we were all just laughing about the situation. I mean, both of us could have gone injured, but after what happened just now, yeah, that didn't faze us. So eventually, we got to the bottom of the hill, neck and neck with Jake, so yeah, that was pretty fun. But anyways, we waited for the others to arrive, and then we both got off the cart, laughing, and told Prashant what happened. Needless to say, Prashant was pretty glad he wasn't on that ride. So after that little heart-to-heart with my friend group, I really thought that the playdate was over. Yeah, I was absolutely dead wrong, because Rad's parents decided to take our entire friend group to Shangri-La Adele. Again, if you guys live in Singapore, you would know what a big deal this actually is, because we got to eat a buffet for dinner in a 5-star hotel. So yeah, during that point in time, we were free to just talk about our entire situation. I mean, like, this whole day was a fucking movie for us. Oh, did I mention that the buffet was by far the best dinner I had in years, and to have it with my friend group, that was the icing on the cake for me. So after a while of chatting with my friend group, our parents came to pick us up. So on the way home, my dad and I started talking about the whole day, and I told him everything, and he was like, wow, how the fuck weren't you dead? And you think that's where the story ends? No, it gets a lot better. Next day, which was a school day, by the way, so I just got out of bed, got into my uniform, just ate my breakfast, which wasn't much, it was just a cup of milk. Anyway, so after that, I just got out of the house, got to the bus stop, and waited for the bus to take me to school. So I got to school, basically set my stuff down, put my bag in my locker, and just sat on my desk. Oh yeah, Mafo was actually the only one in my friend group that didn't attend because apparently Rad didn't really invite him. So Mafo gave Rad the dirtiest look. He actually told us that we sure had fun the other day, and why wasn't he invited? Which, yeah, we did have fun, and I'm not sure why Rad didn't invite Mafo. I mean, it'll be 10 times more fun with Mafo on the gondola with us. So anyways, that's when my teacher chimes in, and I can already tell by the tone of her voice that my entire friend group, including me, was in deep shit. She was like, oh yeah, about your get-together you guys had. So at this point in time, my teacher brings up my school principal. So he basically started chastising Coolez for offering alcohol to an underage person, which is me, and a Muslim, which is Jake. And then I get penalized for accepting that alcohol, which, okay, it's kind of rightfully so at this point. Before I left, he warned the entire class, especially my friend group, not to go a little too crazy with those get-togethers. So anyways, in my eyes, that first get-together with Rad was a success, so we decided to hang out a bit more. I even got a chance to actually date her. Alright, it's not the usual date where you go out and have dinner with one another. We're just watching movies together. But anyways, eventually we broke up for, you know, academic reasons. I had to do exams. She was being a little bit annoying and calling me at horrible times. So I basically ghosted her and then we decided to separate. So, there you go. That's the story of how the gondola was installed. So yeah, as always, thanks so much for watching this video to the end. It means a lot to me that my videos are getting the traction it got. Now, if you're wondering, yes, I will be uploading more story videos because I have a lot of these story videos, but right now I got a few errands to run. I gotta deal with 2 cunts on my other channels. Don't worry, I'm not gonna stop uploading on this channel. In fact, this is the first channel I actually got notoriety on, so I'm gonna continue uploading on this channel when I have time. Anyways, like I said, thanks so much for watching this video to the end, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.